to Coffee Talk with the Flippin Experts.
Coffee Talk. Are you guys excited to be here today? I know we are. It's 10:30 Eastern Time. I know if you're out in California, you're probably just waking up and getting going. But hey guys, we are so excited to be with you guys today. We had an awesome time yesterday. We did. So welcome. If you guys have questions, if you have comments, make sure you post them below, because here's what we're going to do. Each morning when we go and sign in and start our conversation, we want to answer some questions from the day before.
We do, yes.
So if you guys have questions, maybe we're talking about something, it inspires you to think about something or ask a question, post it below, because we're going to go through them after we're done today. We'll go through all today's, and then tomorrow morning, we're going to answer them, as many as we can. So
join us, share stories, post questions. Yeah. We're doing this so we can all connect together. Right.
We're a big family, right? So hey guys, I want to answer 2 questions we got.
We got some good ones
yesterday. We got this first one's kind of like a good one. It's like a little stump me a little bit for a second. So the first question was asked, what worries us going into the next month or two? So what worries us going into the next month or two? And I think that could go so many different directions, right? It can be with your family, it can be with your business, it can be with your finances. Maybe you're at home quarantine right now and you don't have work at the current time. Like your job doesn't let you work online, and you're kind of sitting at home. So maybe you're thinking the same thing, but I guess I could talk from a business side. Maybe if you want to talk from a different side.
Go for it.
I want to hear how you process that as a woman versus me as a guy. So for me, I'll answer it from a business. So guys, we run Flippin Experts, and we buy and renovate and sell homes. We handle everything that entails with renovating and flipping them. And we also hold rentals and all that kind of stuff too. So we love doing that. So as far as my industry, I don't see a slowdown yet. I don't see people getting scared yet. People are still buying and selling houses. Literally, when we're done this video, we're heading to 2 counties over and clearing out a house because of our dogs barking a little bit.
This is live. This is real stuff,
That's
guys.
real
You
stuff.
are in our home.
Yes.
We're opening up our doors
Yes.
to you. It might get a little crazy.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going to happen? We've got baby Fox running around right now,
Yeah.
so I think he wants to.
Yeah, and
know
Bear's
what they're up to.
excited about foxes. He loves chasing them. He never catches them though.
Yes, but anyways.
But anyways,
what you're worried about.
so when I think about it, I'm thinking business-wise, right? Hey, what if the economy slows down? What if flipping houses slows down? Because I'm thinking as a business mindset. I'm not worried about that right now. I don't allow fear and worry about what's going on in the world affect me. Like if it slows down something in our industry, if it changes something in my industry, we just as a family and as a team will get together and say, okay, how do we combat that? There's a shortage here, how do we fill that to where we can also prosper and grow? So for the business standpoint, lending is still going on. People are still buying houses. Like I said, we're going to handle a closing today.
We had another house go under contract 2 days ago.
Yeah, another house under contract. People are still buying, and then we actually have 3 closings in the next week and a half. Mm-hmm. So people are still doing it. Banks are still open. Yes, people get scared and hold stuff, but we don't live that way. Somebody actually, literally, one of my students texted me this morning. He's like, hey, are you still buying up stuff? Are you guys still doing this? And I'm like, 100%. We're moving forward. We're actually digging in probably deeper. So, Kelsey, how do you take that question as a family, as a woman, as just what's the first thing that pops in your head?
So for me, it's the health of the people I love. That is the most important thing in the world. We care about our families. We care about our friends. We care about all of you. Mm-hmm. So the worry for me is what's going to happen next. But like you said, we're all searching for answers. We've got doctors and scientists and all these amazing people trying to figure out a cure for this pandemic. Yep. And we just have to keep pressing forward and have faith over fear and not let the worries hold us down.
Awesome. So family, obviously that is the most important thing. People worry about jobs and this and that. Those come and go. Mm-hmm. How many jobs have you had in your life? Okay, they come and go. But family, I mean, that's it, right? So you dig in, you take care of your family. That's the number one priority.
And it's hard to be taking care of your family when you're social distancing and you can't see them and hug them and squeeze them and have the time that you're so used to having.
But we made a bunch of videos for our family the other day and sent them to them because then they can see our face. It's not just a text. It's not just a phone call. Like there's more interaction. They can see your emotion. They can see everything. So
Well, and you have to get creative too. I know my family, we love being together, and we downloaded, I believe it's called the House Party app.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it because it lets us see each other in our different houses at the same time on the same screen.
Right.
We can play games, and it's just so cool to be able to feel like you're with somebody even when you can't be with them.
Yep, awesome. Great way to keep the family together. I love it. And capitalize on that time. You don't get it that often, like where you can just like really be there. Like that's awesome.
Yep.
Okay, we had another question. Have you guys thought about getting chickens? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I think I know who posted that one.
Okay, so have you ever been to Tractor Supply and seen how cute the little baby chicks are? Let's just start there. They're adorable.
And they're staying at Tractor Supply.
Babe!
I don't want a bunch of chickens running around and pooping and...
But the little chicken coops are so cute. They look like little doll houses.
It's another project. Guys, we know what's up, right? They try to get us when they're like little dogs and little puppies and they're beautiful and then they grow up to be 80, 90 pounds and yeah. So
well, they don't get that big thing.
We have thought about chickens, guys, but we're not doing it. That's just not for me. They're not clean animals. No, we're good. We got 8 horses, that's enough.
We're busy enough, but we have to stick to our wheelhouse too.
Yes.
People call us the Flippin Experts because we flipped so many homes.
Right.
And that's what we enjoy doing and love
Right.
doing and what we know how to do. So we're gonna let the farmers take care of the chickens.
There you go.
At least for
good
now.
answer. At least for now.
We'll buy our eggs from the neighbor next door, the grocery store.
Right.
And
Yes. Yes. Just because I need milk, I'm not going to go buy a cow.
But to answer the question, I'm not completely opposed to it.
Anyway, don't ask that question.
Let's jump in today. We've got so many friends
All right.
signing on. Thank you for being
Hey everybody,
with us
thank you for
today.
signing back on. Maybe you just jumped in. We were answering some questions that were posted yesterday. And that's what we're going to do. The next, the questions that come in today, we're going to try to answer some of them tomorrow. So post your questions, post your comments. Tell us how we're helping you. We talked about influence yesterday. Maybe you influenced somebody yesterday in a positive way. Post that stuff. We love hearing about it because guess what? That inspires us. Okay? That helps us. So the theme that we have here, guys, going on is what? Coffee talk. And we talked about why it was created yesterday, but in a nutshell, Kelsey, why are we doing this? Why coffee talk?
So right now with all the social distancing going on, I know that I've always found such comfort going to my mama's house.
Yeah.
She'll make me the best cup of coffee and we just sit and we talk about life. We talk
Yeah.
about our hopes, our dreams, our fears. We cry together, we laugh together.
Yeah.
And it's just that special time where we can connect and inspire each other
Yeah.
for what's next. So right now we want to do that with our community, with all of our friends and family. So this is the way we
Yeah.
came up with being creative during social distancing
Yeah.
and connecting with everybody.
Great. That's awesome. I love it. Great recap, Kels. So guys, we love community. We love family. We want you guys to be in our home with us while we're doing this. But if you guys remember yesterday, if you were here yesterday, maybe you weren't here yesterday, you guys can go back and look at yesterday's post and watch a whole 20-minute video on influence. And whether you want influence or not, or to be an influencer or not, know that you are influencing someone.
Yes.
Whether it's a child, an adult, a coworker, an employee, somebody in your neighborhood, somebody in your local community.
Or someone you've never met who's following
That's
you
right.
on social media.
There you go. There you go. Guys, you are influencing somebody every single day, multiple times a day. So yesterday's talk was just how do we positively influence people versus buy into the hype and the fear and maybe, like you said, social media. It's easy to jump on the bandwagon, but is it helping someone or is it more of tearing somebody down and not helping them? So if you didn't see it yesterday, jump in, go check out yesterday's, watch it.
Yep, absolutely. But speaking of influencers,
Yes.
as soon as we got done talking yesterday, I was doing my thing, scrolling through Facebook,
Yeah.
and I saw the coolest story.
Okay.
It was about a community, and of course, everyone's self-distancing. They're getting a little star crazy. You might be too if you're watching us as well. And what are people doing? We're going out for walks. Maybe we're taking a drive with our family just to get ourselves out of the house.
Right.
So this was going on in one neighborhood, and somebody had a great idea to make an impact and use their influence for good.
Yeah.
They took a teddy bear, they put it in their front window with a big poster with some inspirational quote on it.
Yep.
I thought that was so cute, but it didn't stop there. The neighbor saw it, thought it was cute too, and they put up a teddy bear in their window with another little positive message.
Right.
And this spread throughout the neighborhood, throughout the community,
Wow.
and now it's become like Pokemon Go only in real life. And people are driving around, walking around on a scavenger hunt trying to find all these teddy bears to see who can find the most. And I just thought that was such a cool way for
Yeah.
the community to come together.
Wow. So it's
Just
like
like
Halloween, but you don't get the candy, right? You still go to all the houses,
Yes, you don't touch anybody. You
Yeah,
don't get germs.
That's awesome.
It's a lot of fun.
I love how everybody's coming together.
Yes.
They're getting creative.
Mm-hmm.
They're taking the time to actually go out of the way to help people and create that. So
And there's another big influencer that I have to share on.
do it. Let's do it.
Our sweet friends, Dina and Mike, have written the cutest story. It is about friendship, teamwork, and kindness. And they are going to be going live today on their Instagram.
Okay.
So we'll be sharing that for you. If you've got kids who are home and need something incredible to do, log on, let them listen to Dina and Mike tell this story because it's amazing.
It's an amazing book. We met them in Utah, at a mastermind that we were at, and they were so kind, gave us the book, signed it for us, and I'm telling you guys, like, this thing is amazing. Like, look at the artwork and the craftsmanship, and like, you cried the first time you read it.
I was gonna
Let's
say.
be honest. Let's be honest.
On an airplane of all places.
So how do they get a? So we're gonna put like a link or something
Yep,
to
we're
Dina and Mike.
gonna send you their Instagram link. We'll put it on our social media. So check for that today. Make sure you follow them. It's live today at 2:00.
Guys, these are influencers in the world. We want to always brag on people every day. Like yesterday we bragged on somebody local in our community. Like, this is like nationwide. These people are amazing. Like, we met them, had dinner with them, hung out with them for a couple days, and their hearts for kids is amazing. So like, they go into schools, they do readings, and all, man, I'm just gonna leave it up here. This thing is awesome.
It's a great book. I'm sure you can get it on Amazon, everywhere books are sold.
Yeah,
So
we'll
get
put a
copy
link so you
too.
guys can talk to them directly, and it's amazing. But today, what are we talking about today?
Today is.
Look at this. I even have a mug I found this morning. It's Be Still.
Be Still. It's today's topic.
And I know you're probably thinking right now, I don't have a choice. I have to be still, Paul, and it's driving me crazy. Guys, I'll be honest, it drives me crazy too. If you're an entrepreneur, if your mind just doesn't shut down, it's very hard to be still.
For some of us, it's a little easier than for others.
Yes. I go crazy when I'm still.
Mm-hmm. But what does that mean to you, Paul? What is being still, and how do you do it?
Ooh, I mean, I have a lot going on. You know, we flip houses, so I have multiple houses going. I have multiple contractors at the houses. There's always something going. So, you know, my contractors start at 6:37 in the morning, and I mean, me and you are still handling tech sometime at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. So for me, I had to learn, when can I find time to be still? Mm-hmm. That was my big thing. So I started at 6 a.m. I said, hey, I'm going to get up at 6. If my contractors aren't calling me with questions or needing me to buy supplies till 7, I have an hour. And then it wasn't enough time. And I said, man, it's just, I'm rushing. I don't feel like I have enough time because I want to do my meditation. And then I need time to read some books to get some knowledge in me. And I still need to go to the gym, and I need to eat healthy before my day gets interrupted. So I had to bump it to 5 a.m. So guys, I get up at 5 a.m. every day. And that's like, Kelsey's asleep. My dog's asleep. The horses are asleep. My contractors are still sleeping. And that allows me the time to be still. Otherwise, I can't do it. If I get up at the same time as everybody else, I get busy with the day, and I don't take that time to be intentional. So for me, it's be intentional and find that space. Like I used to, like before I met Kelsey, guys, if you have a roommate, if you have other things going on in your life, maybe you have kids, right? You have 3 or 4 kids, and they do get up early too. You know, maybe your spouse watches them while you go hop in your vehicle for 20 or 30 minutes, and you put on the music you need to listen to. And you have to create the space and the time to be still, or it'll never happen. And if you're not intentional about it, you'll never have it. So that's kind of what it means to me. What about you?
I'm the opposite of you too. I like being still at night when everything's quiet, the task list is done, Paul's sleeping, and that's when I can really get creative and have that me time.
So what does me time, being still, help you do?
So for me, I don't. If you're like me, and I'll comment below if you are.
Yes.
Sometimes I get so absorbed in the to-do list, the task list, the checking off the boxes, and I think we have to find balance, because it is important that you get those tasks done and you do those things. But you can get overwhelmed with the tasks, and I know that if I take a minute just to be still, to calm down, to relax, there's just something special about it where I'm filled with peace. There's a prompting where I know what I'm actually meant to be doing. A lot of times I'll put my task list in order, 1 through 107, but really the most important things aren't at the top. And I think that time of being still just helps me get everything in the right order. which is so important.
So perspective on what's the most important.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think, and that's one of the things I learned by being in a mentorship group and having a coach and all that is like, sometimes what you think is important, because it's the daily grind, right? It's the to-do list, it's whatever. If you don't take the time to actually be still and go through 107 things and say, where's my family in this 107?
Mm-hmm.
Where is my time reading the Bible? Where is my time educating myself? Where is my time in nature, right? Whatever you get joy in. Where's my time traveling, right? We love to travel, guys. For me, it's hard for me to travel when I'm busy, but once I travel, I mean, literally within 12 hours of being at the hotel or wherever I'm going, I start to have so much more vision for my life, for my business, for my family, for everything. And it's like, oh my gosh, like you can get caught up in the rat race and lose priorities very quickly. So being still, I think, I agree with you. You sit down, it doesn't matter where it's at. I like being alone. I don't like doing it with people because I need that time where I can think and journal and write stuff and prioritize. But it's like your personal life, your spiritual life, your business life, your family, like they all have columns and they all have priorities. But like, what's the 2 or 3 biggest thing that moves the needle towards happiness, towards joy, towards peace, towards fulfillment, right? Mm-hmm. What fulfills you? And then prioritize them, right? Mm-hmm. Sit and rest and figure it out.
Absolutely. And I never want to be so busy working on the things that I think are important that I'm missing the opportunities that are right in front of me because I don't see them. Right. So I think that when you take that time to be still, your eyes are open to these different things and you notice the important things.
Well, they're right in front of you, right? And we don't even know it because we're going, okay, I got this. And the whole time it's like,
yeah,
they're right in front of you.
Well, and even the other day we were out feeding the horses and I had so many things I wanted to do and you grabbed my hand and you said, babe, let's dance. And in my head I'm thinking, well, I have to do this, and this. But thankfully, I was still that morning. I wanted to make sure that we were intentional to have time as husband and wife. Yep. I grabbed your hand and we made a memory that is so special to me that I will remember forever. Awesome. And we had so much fun. So it's important.
And I can dance, guys. Like, and I wasn't slow dancing. I was doing this crazy dance where I made it up myself. But guys,
like I said, memories forever.
That's what makes memories like when people are like, oh, that bad thing. But you would never remember that unless that bad thing didn't happen. And it's like, oh, I remember that when that one hurricane hit and I got confined to my barracks in the Marine Corps for 3 days. Like, I wouldn't have remembered that time period at all if it wasn't for that bad thing or the good thing, right? Mm-hmm. So taking the time and being still, like with everything that's going on, believe this, guys, we've been given the opportunity to slow down and be still, okay? A lot of people can't make that choice and decision on their own. So now that we have to do it, get comfortable with it and say, okay, if I take 20 minutes a day, if I take 10 minutes a day, if I take 5 minutes a day, it's gonna help me get to my end goals, which is what? Maybe it's wealth, maybe it's happiness, maybe it's family, maybe it's whatever is at the top of your list. Maybe it's a season of work, right? Where you're an entrepreneur and it's like, hey, I'm launching this new company and it's gonna take me a year of grind. That's okay because you know it and you know that there's an end part in there, right? You're not just gonna grind for the next 50 years. So be intentional with your rest. Mm-hmm. So find a spot, find a time, and then start to prioritize stuff for your life. And everybody's is different.
Yep. And it's important too to have reminders to be still. I think sometimes, like I said, we get busy, we forget to take the time to do it. So at our house, we have a very special reminder. And I don't know, somebody might have already commented already.
I don't know.
It's right behind us. And the first question I always get when people come over is, why is your clock broken? Why can't it tell time?
There's no hands.
Mm-hmm. No hands now. So this clock is really special to me. My mom gave it to me, but the funny thing is it's never worked since the day she bought it. But we love it. We love the size. We love how big it is. We love the Roman numerals. We love the black wrought iron it's made out of. We think it's so cool and it's beautiful in its brokenness. So I got this clock she gave to me right after we got married. We just moved into our first home together. And I put it on the wall and everyone kept coming over and saying, why is the clock broken? Why is the clock broken?
And it had hands on it at that time.
It did, yes. And I had a really hard time with that too. What time do you put the clock on that's never going to change time?
I said it's 5 o'clock somewhere. So we put it on 5, but then we kept getting confused because at like 3 o'clock, if we had to have something done by the end of the day, it was really 5 if we looked up. So.
And although that's a very catchy song, that doesn't quite fit our lifestyle.
Doesn't.
So that didn't work. My favorite number is, do you know, trivia?
7.
I like 7. That's a good one too. What's
7?
What's my second?
11.
11.
We were married on 11/11.
We were. That's
Yeah.
that's
See,
special
guys,
to me.
brownie points.
You got them. But I love symmetry, the ones, there's something about it. When
Numbers.
I was little, somebody told me that you make a wish or say a prayer at 11:11.
Okay.
And that's always stuck with me. So every
Okay.
time I see that time, I get excited.
Is that why you stay
But-
awake till 11:11 and I'm asleep by like 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. But so when the 2 hands were on the 11, the clock didn't really look good. So eventually I got a little frustrated. I was stressing out for my poor clock that has no feelings because I felt like there were expectations that it wasn't meeting and there's weight on this clock's shoulder. So I got my little screwdriver buddy and I took the hands off of it and I released it from all expectations. But in that moment I realized the message behind this clock is that it's okay to be still. It's okay to lose track of time.
Yep.
It's okay to just take that moment and really focus on the things that are important.
So, with that being said, post below right now what's important to you. Mm-hmm. When you be still, okay? We're kind of like accountability, right? Family is accountability in my eyes, right? I hold you accountable, you hold me accountable, we hold other people or my brothers and all that. We all make sure we're all okay, but we also hold each other accountable. So we want to hold you accountable as our family members. So below, post, hey, I'm going to start being still in the morning. Hey, I'm going to take my lunch break and be still. Because here's what I know. When you write it down, whether it's text, in a journal, whatever, you're more likely to do it. Okay? I don't want you just to hear our words. Yes, we want to inspire you, but we really want to call to action with you. Okay? So if you learn 7 things over 7 days that we're doing this, but you don't put any of them in action, if you don't take action on any of those, all you did was hear us talk. Like, this should move you to action to want to change something in your life because it's for the better.
Yes, we want to inspire you.
Yes. Not just inspire you, but we want to see you do amazing things. That's like, I can be inspired all day long, but if I don't accomplish something amazing, it doesn't really matter, right?
That looks different for everybody.
Different for everybody.
You're amazing.
Yes, she's a night owl, I'm a morning owl. I'm very outgoing, energetic. She's like, I want to sit at home, I want to rest, I want to dream, I want to... It's okay. It doesn't matter who you are. Mm-hmm. It's just find the time, put it down. Like me, I don't have a choice. I'm getting up at 5 because my alarm on my phone is 5 o'clock every day of the week, and it's making me get up. And then the routine sets in, right?
Yeah.
When you start to rest, you see the benefits of it very quickly too.
And being still looks different for everybody too.
100%.
Some people are finding themselves having more downtime than normal, but other people are doing more than normal too.
Yep.
Kids are getting schooling from home. There could be more that's actually being added to your plate, which means it's even more important to take that time to be still. So if you can maybe even just shut yourself in the bathroom for a couple minutes and just have that quiet time. Go for a car ride, go for a walk.
When I'm in the bathroom, guys, it ain't quiet time. Oh.
Things you're not supposed to say
Sorry.
live. Hashtag.
Hashtag, I'm going to say something inappropriate at least once a day online.
Yeah.
Is that cool?
But at the same time, there are families who are staying home together, and you can be still with other people.
Yeah.
It's okay to all sit on the couch and take a quiet moment, play the quiet game with your kids, and just have some focus time.
Good luck.
Teach them now.
I'm going to start praying for you right now. It might last a couple seconds, but yeah, that's awesome. Be still. And I'm gonna finish up with this. A friend of mine, his name is Josh Turner. Years back was
Shout out. Hi, Josh.
Hi Josh, hope you're doing great, you and your family. But years back, I remember him saying to actually be still in a different way, and it was to stop everything. Turn your phone off. Don't even have your phone with you. No music, no radio, no distractions, no anything, and sit there for 5 minutes in total quiet, total peace. If you got to turn the lights out, I've done it where I've gone in my bathroom or my closet and turned the lights out and just sit there for 5 minutes. It's hard to do. It's crazy. You want to grab something, you want to do something, but like that's when stuff starts to flow. That's when important things start to come to mind. That's where creativity comes up. But you're setting that tone and that expectations because you're going and you're making time. It's like going to the gym. You don't just go to the gym because you went to the gym. You set up your clothes, right? You went and got a membership. You said, okay, I'm going to meet my buddy there at noon every day and we're going to work out there on lunch break. Like you were intentional, so it worked, right? So we want to do that for you guys today. So what's our call to action today, Ben?
So our call to action is to take time to be still. And comment below too, how are you going to be still?
Yeah, how? Give us ideas.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. Let's share
Love to
this
hear
as a
it.
family.
Yes.
We want to know what you're doing. We'll share what we're doing.
Yes.
Comment what's on your heart right now too. And if you've got questions for us for tomorrow, please share those as well.
Blow us up, guys. We love learning from you. We love you guys learning from us. So hit us up with anything you got. Your Q&A for tomorrow, hit us up, and we're going to answer as many of them as we can. So love you guys.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining. See you tomorrow.
Have a good day.